Well, hey, how's it going, everybody? Shane here. I am just coming up to a trailhead, actually to a place that I have not been in quite a long time. Now, I used to live out by here, so I used to come out here all the time. But no, I haven't been out here in quite some time. And it'll be nice. It'll be a nice kind of walk down memory lane. Now, this is where, when my kids were really, really little, in fact, when my son Dorian, my 10-year-old, was just learning how to walk, I would bring him out here and hike him on these trails with me. And he literally learned how to enjoy nature out on these trails. So we were planning on going camping last night because I really wanted to use that OneTigris stove that I got. And that didn't happen. Unfortunately, yesterday Dorian was riding his bike and fell, and he broke his arm. So it was kind of a long night for the Coffee family, which is, you know, completely okay knowing that our son is all right. He's at home right now resting with his mama. And I wasn't going to mess with him. So I came out here this morning. I'm going to just do a little quick jaunt down memory lane. I'm going to kind of have an early lunch, then head back. This is Sunday, so I'm just going to kind of spoil the kids by making some finger food and watching football. And then later on tonight, we'll go to church. So that's pretty much our day in a nutshell, but he's doing good. And just kind of really need the woods right now, I think. So let's go take a look. It's only about 45 degrees outside right now, so it's perfect. I get these warm and these cool spots in the woods. Jacket's doing great, still letting me breathe. Loving it. Wait till you see what I just came across. Hello? Little Louisville Slugger baseball bat. Bicycle frame. I'm gonna assume it's kids. Kids or not. Creative. but an eyesore nonetheless. And it's freaking huge. So they worked a long time on it. I'll show you how big it is. I mean, it's pretty big. I just wish there's so much garbage all over the place. It's dead wood. They didn't cut anything down to build it. You know, and they are kids just hanging out playing in the woods, and I appreciate that. But kids, if this is your shelter, or anybody who happens to see this, if this is your shelter you made, you gotta clean it up. There is garbage all over the place, and that's not really responsible. Okay guys, so I was asked about this this OneTigris Rocuboid stove, as I like to call it, just their camp stove. About the top slots, about being able to use a Trangia burner in it. I believe so. I have not used a Trangia burner in the stove, but that's what we're gonna do now. So let's break into the stove, take a look at it. For lunch, I brought some lasagna and meat sauce. I'm gonna shed this jacket. I am getting warm. So I'm not moving and grooving. My first aid kit. And here is the stove. You guys have already seen me whip this stove out. You've already watched me put it together. This is the condition of the stove after one burn. It got dirty. Go figure. But we'll throw it together real quick. So you see how I did that. That top plate, put it in those top holes up there, or the top slots. Okay, so just like that, I put this top plate in and the top slot up there. I'm gonna get the Trangia burner out here. Oh yes, let's see how the clearance goes with the Trangia burner. Oops, put that in upside down, and the trivet. Nice. Come take a look at this. And there's the clearance. Trivet sits nice and flat. Trangia burner is directly underneath it. Okay. I think the height seems to be just about right. Flames are definitely licking the bottom of that pot. Let's see how well we're doing up here. Let's just cheat a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so the Trangia burner seemed to work without fault. Little stove really kind of seems to hold its own. I haven't really ran into any issues with it other than a little bit of warpage, but for a thin gauge that stainless steel is, that's to be expected. You're not going to find a stove that thin of steel without a bunch of holes drilled all throughout it for expansion areas that's going to not warp. You won't. And that's with any kind of wood multi-fuel camp stove. That is that gauge steel. So don't confuse what I'm saying that all camp stoves warp, because they don't. I'm saying camp stoves that are that thin, they will. There's no getting around that, okay? I have to say that disclaimer because it's the internet and it's social media, unfortunately. That's just how it goes. But anyway, the stove did a really good job. Super stoked about that. The Trangia burner worked great. Cool thing about like kind of where I am and then using a Trangia burner, since I didn't use any wood, my Trangia burner's already almost cooled all the way down, so I can store that away. I can go ahead and clean up my stuff, put it all away, and I could actually take my meal and walk anywhere around these woods that I want to and just kind of sit and watch the wildlife, because I've been here for a little bit and I've kind of disturbed the area, so all the animals kind of started to clear away. There were some squirrels and there's some deer over here. They know I'm here now, so I can grab my stuff and kind of sneak away a little bit, and while I'm enjoying my lunch I can watch the animals. So I think that's what I'm going to do, or I'm going to try to do that at least, and to just kind of watch the woods for a little bit while I enjoy my meal. So we get this cleaned up and go find a cool spot to perch at. That cool blue pattern, kind of neat. It's not titanium, so it's kind of cool to see that. Just chemical reaction. I'll say this, even though I do kind of enjoy this case, unless it's like a waxed canvas or something like that, brown in the woods for a stove case, not the greatest. It's gonna become black and sooty. Black cases, guys, black cases. I'm gonna be eating out of that, or with that. I'm eating out of this, and that's about it. Always try to make it look like you were never there to begin with. Looks good. Looks like a good spot, huh? Look down over this cliff over here. Pull out my stool. So you hear the train right now, but I'm right on the edge of the woods, looking down. I think I got that just right. You can see that. Oh yeah. Here we go. Ooh, it's still hot. The spaghetti's pretty good, but it's definitely got a different flavor than lasagna does from, this is Mountain House, by the way. I'm sure you guys noticed it, but I didn't say what it was. I want to thank everybody for coming along and kind of taking a trip down memory lane with me. It was a really good morning to just kind of unwind out here in the woods. I'm gonna head home and take care of my patient. It is late morning. I had an early lunch, so see how my boy Dorian's doing. He had a late night, so he's still sleeping. Sounds like the city's coming awake below me. The lunch was great. The stove did a fantastic job. Here comes a train right now, or an airplane. Always got my back, right? So, everyone, thank you so much for just coming along and hanging out. Like I said, taking a trip down memory lane, if you will. It was nice. We'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you see that bell, give it a hit. Thanks a lot, guys.